Self-defense tip number 3.
Pressure point strikes. Got to explain a few things as we begin. Pressure point strikes, we're going to overload the energy of our body. These two particular pressure point strikes, I'm looking to land on my opponent's neck. The first one we call the stomach, 9. Second one is triple warmer, 17. These are just simple terms for us to indicate numerically on the body where we're going to strike. We have over 800 points of the body. I only want to show you 2. In the fight, if you have less to focus on, fewer options, you'll be more likely to use this. So, looking at Joel's neck, first strike. First thing we have to understand is I'm going to create a notch on my hand. I'm going to make a fist, put my thumb down on the top finger, squeeze tight. Makes tight fist, great striking tool. Second, we're going to go back with that same speed striking scenario. Bottle in the hand, or I'm covering the wrist. As I step in, using that same hip motion, same twisting motion, same circular motion as a slap strike, I'm going to step into my opponent, and right before it hits the neck, close into that fist position, tap into the nerve. You can see with just a little tap, there's a reaction. We're going to actually show you and demonstrate a live knockout attempt here. I'm going to see if I can knock this big man out, and we're going to go live, okay? But we're going to wait a bit, because once we do this, it's going to take him a few moments to recuperate. Let's look at the triple warmer 17 first. I'm going to push him along. I can make this man go wherever I want. Watch his reaction. I'm going to take either 2 fingers or the thumb. Arch the thumb up. Insert just at the edge of the jaw. Watch his reaction. Doesn't like it, okay? What I'll do with him, I'm going to actually take him to the ground. Okay. Joel's a big man, 250, 260 pounds. The nerves help control our body. Once we interrupt that nervous system, we can get people to collapse. The pressure point strikes overload the system so fast that it actually will shut itself down, and that's our goal. When we use pressure point strikes, our goal is to immediately knock somebody out and move on to our next opponent. It takes some expertise, but if we really look, it's simple to hit. I'm looking for this circular area right here on this muscle, okay? If we can find the muscle, right there on the muscle, we're just going to tap into that resource of that energy. It doesn't like this. This is actually sending in some energy into that neck. Doesn't like it. Now let me demonstrate the punch or the strike slowly so we don't hurt him. As he has the bottle or throws a strike, as I step in, same as the slap speed strike, going to use my nerve strike hand, thumb up, step in, strike in the nerve. We're going to speed it up just a touch. Still not going to try to knock him out, but I want you to see his reaction. Okay, a little bit of reaction. Now, we're going to have some people off stage ready, because what I'm going to do is knock this man out. Okay? More than likely what's going to happen, he'll just drop to the ground. We're going to wake him up a little bit, and then I'll give you some precautions. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, here we go. Okay, let's help him up. Excellent. He's shaking it off. While he's shaking this off, what we want to talk about is not a technique that we want to demonstrate with our friends at full speed. Not something we want to do to our loved ones. So, what we want to do with our loved ones is get the targeted area, warm it up with your thumb. If they express some discomfort, you'll know the area to strike. You okay? Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's look at it one more time. Let's look at the area that we're going to strike. Stomach nerve number 9. It's a simple name for it. Looking for that pressure point. Using my triangular stance, stepping in, into the middle. Keeping hands up for protection, perhaps holding the bottle, stepping in with that circular motion right before it hits, close my hand, and strike that nerve. He doesn't want to hit too many more times. He doesn't want to get knocked out again. Now you'll notice the knockout didn't last very long, because I'm not hitting at full force. If I decide to hit this man at full force, it causes knockout for a length of time, or it can cause death. So we need to be careful with the people that we love or care about, and I care about this guy, so we're going to be very careful. Again, triple warmer number 17, under the edge of the jaw. We're going to insert 2 fingers or the thumb, causing discomfort. We're pinned up against the wall. He's got me pinned, grabs a hold of me. Easy to take control of, okay? Easy to take control of. If I want to grab with my thumb, run it across the nerves, very uncomfortable. Little strike in the nerves, very uncomfortable. But we're using these pressure point strikes to knock our man out or to take him out of the scene. 2 fingers, thumb, or striking hand.
Hey, Jimbo here with a quick announcement. What if you had a handful of simple moves that could end a fight in a couple of seconds, even against larger, stronger men? Well, that's exactly what I've got for you. and it's yours for free from the link in the description. 15 ultra brutal fight any moves that are surprisingly simple to learn. Outside the US Special Forces, not a lot of guys know these, but when it hits the fan and your life is on the line and you need something truly nasty to end a fight in a couple of seconds, you're going to want to know these. This brutal hand-to-hand training is yours for free. Just get to the description below and click on the link. Okay, back to our video.
Self-defense tip number 2.
These are also real interesting. A lot of females carry hairbrushes, and waitresses, they leave their pins laying around. You can use the butt end of a hairbrush, and you can take it through any airport in the world, not a problem. You can use a pin. Amazingly enough, if you got a person in a bar and they're running, it's real easy to sidestep them and attack them. They're usually not, when they're talking, that's the best time to go ahead and fire into someone. Now, if you have real strong hands and you get beside people, once again, you can work their ears, you can work their eyes, you can get under their nose, you can work their throat, get inside their notches, their collarbones, and walk them all around. You can twist, turn their heads, pull them, walk them, break the arms. These are all things that we've been looking at before. Now, right below the ear and around the bottom of the jaw. Now, we know we've got a bunch of nerves that run here. We've also got one right in behind the ear that will make the person release a grip. And we got one that runs right up under the bottom of the chin here. You can control a person with real bad. You can put enough pressure up under here that it will even paralyze temporarily part of the body. So say you don't have real strong fingers. You can reach up, pull by the hair, pull them backwards just a little bit, bump them with your knee, and then take these pins and put them right in their throat and press until they literally lose feeling on one side of their body. You can also, if you ever end up, push your elbows up, get them back trapped like this, and go right up in the armpit with one and push. And they've got another one that you can control. They're right down in the crotch like this, and you can walk people around. These are ways to control people by lifting their arms, getting the elbows higher, head level, using them as part of your chokes, bringing them back over top of the head, and pulling like this. And you can really walk a guy around. They have a hard time resisting like this. Just remember, if you don't have the hand strength, and even if you do, if you got a pencil, a pen, a comb, a brush, you can take these things and place with your thumb and just run them right in here and walk these people where you want them to go. And any of the other areas that we worked along the body, up in the bottom of the arms, along the wrist, little come-alongs, anywhere, for example, like along the wrist here, where the bone is real close to the skin, not a lot of muscle. You can put enough pressure in here to move the elbows and make people walk around. And then you have your natural come-alongs that were, if, for example, someone was holding on to you or grabbing, like I said before, you can slap their hands down, lift, pull, slide inside. Now I'll switch around for you here, switch. And once you get in here, you plug your elbow in here, grab their little fingers, and put your pressure right in here and just lift them up and walk them out of the door.
Hey, don't forget about those 15 brutal fight enders. This training is yours for free from the link in the description. I honestly don't know how long the powers that be will allow this stuff on their platform. It's pretty over the top, but it's easy to learn. So get to the link in the description right away.
Self-defense tip number 1.
You need to be aware of your surroundings and environment at all times. Let's talk about pressure points and the ability to use effective pressure points to survive an attack. One, you will see that this individual is quite large and very muscular, and he is able to use his strength to withstand or lock out, and I will not be able to apply a twist lock or anything of that nature on him. What he cannot do is eliminate me from using a pressure point on some part of his body. Let's look at the nose. By pushing in, it will cause his eyes to water and create severe pain. I can hit down on the nose, causing the same thing. I can use a nose bridge. The one thing you must realize in using any pressure point, the individual will try to escape it. They will move away from it. We'll talk about what you need to do if that occurs or when it occurs. Also, you have on both sides of the neck, below the ear, and you can use the earlobe as a good guide as to where to attack this pressure point, and the jawbone. All of the nerves from the body come up through this into the head. By taking and pressing straight in, you will cause severe pain to the individual. One thing in manipulating the pressure points, you need to be able to generate the force to a point. So by using your fingertip, a knuckle, you're able to manipulate those points. If you take and flatten the hand, it's not as effective as coming in to a point. Now, right here at the base of the neck and the collarbone, we can go in and hit another pressure point into the individual. So just those three right there alone gives us an opportunity to control the head on the individual. And like I said before, we want to be able to control the head. Where the head goes, the body will follow. Now, let's say that, as I said before, this individual will try to escape from a pressure point. So if he comes and attacks me, I want to combine this or freeze him where he can't get away from it, or lock him in a fashion where he has to stay. Let's say the person that comes in with some kind of an attack towards me, like pointing or jabbing into me, and I use a finger lock. Now, he goes about halfway, and I feel he's locking out, and I can't continue this. I can reach up and take a pressure point and get him all the way down to the ground. Okay? Let's take another look at that so you understand what I mean by taking a pressure point and using it with another type of lock or control hold. As the person comes at you, I lock him in, take the point, and control him down to the ground. Okay? Coming up. Thank you. Again, it's important that you remember that when you use a pressure point on an individual, you can take them, control them, only if they're frozen or locked out. One thing, in using pressure points, you can always test them on yourself. In other words, if I want to see where it is, I can use that on my own. But just by going here and pressing in, you will never feel the pain that you would cause on someone else, because you will never do it that hard to yourself. And you can also do it in here. But every pressure point that I show you, I will also show you a way of using it and testing it on yourself. Okay? Again, from the nose, here, here, dig in and push down, push straight in. You'll feel when you hit that point.
Hey, final notice about the 15 brutal fight enders. It's simple, easy to learn, and devastatingly effective training taught to special forces, but typically not to civilians. You can get it for free in the description. Just hurry. I doubt this is going to be around for long, so I'll see you over there.
Thanks for watching our video lessons here at TRS Direct. Hit the like button down below and consider subscribing to our channel here on YouTube. Hit the bell icon and we'll send you a notification when there's a new lesson available. Thanks again for watching.